Are migrants in Germany running a Sharia police in the streets of Berlin to enforce Sharia law and to terrorize locals? No, that's not true. An old article mixing together several incidents from years ago keeps getting republished over and over again as breaking news, but it misses several key facts. The story recently reappeared on TVRtinfo.com, where it was published on December 28, 2018, titled, "It Begins, Merkel's Muslim Migrants Form Sharia Police to Patrol Streets of Berlin, Terrorize Locals," which opened, quote, 100 Islamists are now openly enforcing Sharia law on the streets of Berlin, according to local police who are investigating a recent string of violent assaults in the German capital. The self-appointed morality police involve Salafists from Chechnya, a predominantly Sunni Muslim region in Russia. The vigilantes are using threats of violence to discourage Chechen migrants from integrating into German society. They are also promoting the establishment of a parallel Islamic legal system in Germany. German authorities appear unable to stop them. The Sharia patrol came to public light in May 2017, when Chechen Salafists released a video warning other Chechens in Germany that those who fail to comply with Islamic law and Adat, a traditional Chechen code of behavior, will be killed. The video's existence was reported by Meduza, a Russian-language independent media organization based in Latvia. The video, which circulated through WhatsApp, an online messaging service, showed a hooded man aiming a pistol at the camera. Speaking in Chechen, he declared, end quote. Users on social media only saw this title, description and thumbnail, giving the impression the people in the picture were actively patrolling in Berlin. Quote, "It begins, Merkel's Muslim migrants form Sharia police to patrol streets of Berlin, terrorize locals. 100 Islamists are now openly enforcing Sharia law on the streets of Berlin, according." End quote. The article was actually copied from a 2017 story on the website of the Gatestone Institute. Quote, Germany, Chechen Sharia police terrorize Berlin. Threats of violence against errant women are viewed as acts of patriotism. They have come to Germany because they wanted to live in Germany, but they keep trying to turn it into Chechnya with its medieval ways. Social worker interviewed by Meduza. End quote. That story makes clear it is about an anonymous gang terrorizing the Chechen community in Berlin, not locals in general, and certainly not patrolling the streets. The German media report it cites makes it clear a complaint had been lodged against unknown parties, so it is quite hard to say how many people were involved, let alone that there were exactly 100 Islamists, like the TVRtinfo.com version of the story claims. Quote, Islamistische Moralwachter terrorisieren Berliner eine Gruppe von islamistischen Schlägern soll in Berlin lebende Tschechenen, insbesondere Frauen und deren Kontakte wegen vermänglichen Verstoßen gegen ihre archaischen Moralvorstellungen bedroht und angegriffen haben. Einige Opfer sollen schwer verletzt worden sein. Nun ermittelt nach Informationen des Tagesspiegels der Staatsschutz des Landeskriminalamtes gegen unbekannt wegen Störung des Rechtsfriedens durch Androhung von Straftaten. End quote. The picture used by the TVRtinfo.com article is not from Berlin but from Wuppertal and dates back to 2014, when some people briefly appeared on the streets wearing high-visibility jackets emblazoned with Sharia Police. They were tried by a court of law for wearing political uniforms and got acquitted at first. Quote, Sharia police street patrols did not violate law. German court rules ultra-conservative Muslim group, wearing orange vests, told people in city of Wuppertal not to drink or play games for money in 2014. End quote. The leader of the group, preacher Sven Lau, has been convicted for terrorism-related offences and is currently in jail though. Quote, German preacher jailed on Syria charges. An Islamist preacher found guilty of supporting the Jamwa group of Islamist foreign fighters in Syria has been jailed for 5.5 years in Germany. Sven Lau, 36, recruited 2 fighters and provided the group with money and night vision goggles. Prosecutors had sought a sentence of a year longer from the Düsseldorf court. End quote. And the verdict acquitting the Sharia police has been overturned by Germany's highest court early in 2018, so a new trial is expected to be held. Quote, Germany's top court overturns acquittal of Sharia police. Germany's Federal Supreme Court on Thursday overturned the 2016 acquittal of 7 Muslim men who formed a Sharia street patrol in the western German city of Wuppertal, according to its website. End quote.